This is January 2017 M4, question 21. A cone with a perpendicular height of 28 has a volume of 2,400 centimeters cubed. The net of the cone is a sector of a circle. Calculate the perimeter of the sector of the circle. So some of the properties that are on the cone will then be able to be transferred to the sector, and then we can hence find the sector. So we want to get this radius of the sector. Now if you folded this up, you get this shape here, and you would find that this radius is actually the hypotenuse of that triangle. So we want to get the hypotenuse of the triangle, which is inside the cone. That hypotenuse is called the slant height. So if we can know what L is, that's really what we want to get, because that will match up with the radius of the sector. We'll also then need to work out what the arc length is, and if you again fold that up to make a cone, this arc length will equal this here, which is the circumference of the circle. So if we can work out what the circumference of the circle is as well, that would be really useful. To get the circumference, you need to know what the diameter is or what the radius is. So really, we're going to work out the radius, we're going to work out the length, we'll hopefully work out the circumference, and then that will hopefully all help us to get there. But that's one thing at a time. How do we work out the slant height L, or how do we work out the radius R? We've got the vertical perpendicular height of the cone, the H is 28, but we're also told the volume of the cone is 2,400. So we need to use the formula for the volume of a cone. Let's do that. That'll be at the front of your exam. The volume of the cone, V equals 1/3 pi r squared h. So the volume of this cone is 2,400. That's equal to 1/3 pi times the radius squared, which you don't know, multiplied by the height we do know is 28. That means if we times everything by 3 to get rid of the third, you get 7,200 equals pi times the radius squared times 28. We need to isolate the radius squared, so we need to work out what r squared would be. R squared is multiplied by 28 and multiplied by pi, so you need to divide by the 28 and by the pi to get what r squared is on its own. R squared equals the 7,200 divided by 28 pi. And then to work out what the radius would be, it's going to be the square root of that. So 7,200 over 28 pi. Now that number's not very nice, but I'm just going to leave it like that for the minute. It works out to be 9.05, but don't really want to use a rounded value. Okay, so that R is not anything really to do with this here. This is a different radius. So the R is going to really help us to work out the circumference. Circumference of that circle, C equals pi d. So that's going to be pi multiplied by 2 times the radius, which was that awkward number. That gives 56.84. Now you can't keep that nice and neat, really. You could, but that's probably okay at this stage. So the circumference of that, when you open it up, will be this bit here. So that means we can say that the arc length equals 56.84. Well, what's the radius of this sector? Well, that matches up with the L, and we can get the L using trigonometry. Sorry, we can use trigonometry, but that'll be the long way around. You want to just use Pythagoras' theorem. We now know that this bottom is 7,200 over 28 pi. It's the square root of all of that. And it's 28 here. And we want to work out L. So, make it easier to write. Pythagoras' theorem says the longest side squared, so L squared, will equal the shorter side squared plus the other short side squared. Now what's nice about leaving it in that format is when you square something that's been square rooted, the square root will disappear. So you end up with 28 squared plus this here without the square root. And that gives you 865.85, and we square root that to get the length, which will be 29.43, and then we bring it all together. That L, so we put it in blue, the L is this bit here. So that's 29.43. So what are we trying to work out? We're trying to work out the perimeter of the sector. So the perimeter then, P equals the arc length, 56.84, plus 2 of the radius, so 2 29.43s. 29.43 times 2 plus 56.84 gives you 115.7 to 1 decimal place.